Now, compare the situations between these five. Compare the situations. Patrick Mahomes has had one of the best offense and defenses in the league for the last 7 years. Josh Allen, they're getting there. But out of these guys here, when you're talking offensive weapons, he's had the least.
Here we go.
Hold on, no. I'm not done talking.
Because
I'm not done talking. And if you want to go to Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow can't stay healthy.
Spewing out of your mouth. Dog poop spewing out of your mouth. Dog poop spewing out of your mouth. Dog poop.
Welcome back to our third episode of Experts Very Little. My name is The Show. I'm here with Stoney and Mo's Nose. And we are very excited about today because we have had some really good storylines in this past week of sports. And we've got something special here that we're going to speak about. They have no idea what I'm about to throw at them this week. Last week it was video games. That was fun. Video games was fun. I think we both can, or all three can agree that that's a big part of our lives. But what I'm going to throw at you today, I'm going to have you thinking. You have give me a guess. What do you think I'm going to throw at you today?
God, there's no telling.
Something about food.
Oh, well, we're going to see if that's true or not. But welcome again. I'm very excited to see the absolutely handsome Stoney. Stoney, how's your week been?
Not bad. Slow. We're good.
Why? Why was it slow?
Oh, it seems like it's taking forever. Because when you work all week and have Sunday off and work Monday and have Tuesday, it just kind of slows your week down for a little bit.
Well, that's because you're a legend. How about you, Mo's Nose? How was your week?
It's busy. Only Tuesday, it's already busy.
Ooh, all that coaching, huh?
Non-stop work, coaching kids.
Non-stop. All of that coaching. Interesting thing, yesterday as I was coaching the junior high softball team, the umpire behind the plate. Now, you can never tell about it, what these guys, if they're telling the truth and how much you can actually believe them. But he tells me in conversation that he is from Cape Cod. And so I immediately had questions. Cape Cod, oh, so you're a Red Sox fan. Yeah, I have 5 tattoos. I can't show you right now. I said, oh, cool. I said, well, you played ball up there, right? Yeah, my dad coached me and everything. I said, well, how far did you go? He said, well, I played in the Cape Cod League. I threw mid-90s. I'm already a little suspect on this. And then I said, well, who'd you play with? Who was the people you played against? He goes, you know who Dustin Pedroia is? I said, yeah, I do know who Dustin Pedroia is. I played with Dustin Pedroia. Little suspect at this point because, anybody can throw that out. I mean, I could sit there and tell you I played with Mike Trout, and I can make any of my kindergartners believe that. But he then said, yeah, and anyway, I was right there with Dustin Pedroia, and then he tells me later on that his dad passed away on the field umpiring while he was out there umpiring as well. So I don't know how much of that to believe, but it was interesting to me that he's from Cape Cod. He played with Dustin Pedroia. You think this guy was telling the truth?
Could have been. There's just no way to tell, really.
You never know nowadays because even, me being involved in youth sports a lot and stuff like this is like you never know what to believe. I've heard stories about these people freaking, I've won this and won that, and then you go to look them up and you can't find them anywhere. But then there's people that aren't talking about it, and then you look them up and you're like, oh my gosh, real deal.
I was blown away because I'm obviously a nerd when it comes to stuff like that, but
I tend to be the one that believes people who don't talk.
Yeah,
and I tend to lean towards the ones that are just throwing it out there to try to get the impression, who tend to be bending the truth a bit. But
yeah,
I'm not saying the guy was lying, but that's just in my experience in 38 years of life. That tends to be the truth. Is the people that aren't out there trying to flaunt it, usually when you find out about it, are speaking the truth.
This is why I absolutely believe John was a womanizer through his life because he doesn't talk about it a lot.
Wow.
And there's no telling, how many women he's had in his life. So good on you, Stoney. Good on you.
Wow.
I'm
Dumb.
gonna break it off with you real quick right here. I saw this and I thought I have to get the guys to talk about this. And before we talk about our biggest storyline of this past week, I want you guys to discuss this right here. Has Baker Mayfield reached elite status? These are the regular season stats since 2023 of Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. Now look at these numbers.
Wow.
What do you think? Could he even be considered in this list of quarterbacks?
No.
If you would have just asked me the question without showing stats, I would have laughed at you.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying that he is, but I would have never thought that his stats were anywhere near any of those.
So everybody's got their different opinion of elite quarterback. Okay. Elite quarterback changes the dynamic of the game. Okay. Improves your team. Elite quarterback does it in playoff time. Okay. There's only 2 guys on this list that have done anything decent in the playoffs. Only 1 guy on this list is better than everybody else on the playoffs. Okay. So Baker he's a great regular season quarterback. But when it comes down to the crunch time, what made Tom Brady the best? His numbers in the playoffs. Look at Joe Burrow's record there, 16-13. Is that elite quarterbackness? Okay.
Stop.
Yeah. Joe
Stop,
Burrow,
because you're talking
Joe
about a team
Burrow, Joe
sport.
Burrow.
When you're talking records, you're talking team sport.
If you want to talk about
Let's
stats,
be real.
talk about stats. Okay.
There's a difference between individual stats and team stats, and wins and losses that's a team stat. You're going to talk as a team. Now, if you're talking individual stats, wins and losses have no part in it.
There's only on this list of these 5 quarterbacks, there's only 3 elite quarterbacks. One's on the cusp. And Baker's not the one on the cusp. Is Baker a top 10 quarterback? Yes, I think he is. But you can't just go off of regular season stats, because if you go off of regular season stats, when Dak Prescott's healthy, he's an elite quarterback. But then when it comes playoff time, he craps down his leg. There's a dynamic to it. You can lose 7 games in the regular season, but if you pull it off in the playoffs, there's a dynamic of this. That's why a lot of people at times, and I know Ben hates it, a lot of people at times said Madison Bumgarner is better than Clayton Kershaw because he was a better playoff pitcher. Why was Tom Brady considered better than Peyton Manning all these years? Because
better defense.
Tom Brady
better
did
system.
Tom Brady put up the numbers in the playoffs. Okay. Out of these 5, the best playoff numbers is Patrick Mahomes. Well, Patrick Mahomes is the only one out of these 5 that's won a Super Bowl. That's been to multiple Super Bowls. That's never been less than an AFC championship game. Okay. Baker's won 1 playoff game, right? And
take the rose-colored glasses off for 2 seconds.
I love
and
Baker.
Now let's compare situations. Hold on.
Compare
the situations.
Let me finish talking. I wasn't done. Okay. I love Baker. Am I high on the Bucs this year? Yeah. I love Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's the 2nd best quarterback in the league. Okay. But unlike John,
behind Lamar,
I mean, now you're testing me. I mean,
hold on.
Hold on
though. If we're going elite
quarterbacks on the list,
which one is 0-2 right now?
John, are we talking about regular season or right now 0-2?
I'm going off of what you just said. If we're looking at these records down here, let's not talk about Patrick Mahomes being the best quarterback right now, because they're 0-2 to start the season.
John, which quarterback has been to 7 straight AFC championship games, and the farthest?
So
hold on. Out of all these quarterbacks, the earliest he's ever been eliminated was the AFC championship game.
Hold tight. So what you're saying is record has nothing to do whether you're an elite quarterback or not. Is that correct?
I didn't say that. I just said Joe Burrow 16-13.
No, hold tight. Because you wanted to look at the record and say he's not elite because of the record. Now,
no.
And that's why I said if you're talking elite quarterbacks, let's take records out of it, because that's going to come down to the team. Now, compare the situations between these five. Compare the situations. Patrick Mahomes has had one of the best offense and defenses in the league for the last 7 years. Josh Allen, they're getting there. But out of these guys here, when you're talking offensive weapons, he's had the least.
Here we go.
Hold on, no. I'm not done talking.
Because
I'm not done talking. And if you want to go to Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow can't stay healthy.
Spewing out of your mouth. Dog poop is spewing out of your mouth. Dog poop is spewing out of your mouth.
Lamar Jackson is the best running back to play the quarterback position.
Look at all 5 of these quarterbacks. Look at all 5 of these quarterbacks. The last 3 years, we're not talking about, because this is since 2023. Mahomes has won 2 Super Bowls since then. Okay, since 2023, he has had the worst offense of weapons out of all these 5. You got Chris Godwin, you got Mike Evans, you got freaking the running back situation he had there. Okay, you got Mahomes, who's had freaking.
But hold on, how long has Baker been in Tampa?
Valdez-Scantling's been his top receiver, or Juju Smith-Schuster, great guys in the NFL, but that's been his best weapon at receiver.
Wasn't last year Baker's first year in Tampa?
Didn't Josh Allen have Stephon Diggs just 2 years ago?
Wasn't
and he's got one of the best running
first year in Tampa last year?
Maybe the best running back in the league. And then I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow has two top 10 receivers on his team.
Yeah, and the worst defense in the league.
Probably the best receiver in the NFL.
The worst defense in the league.
And Lamar has an elite running back. He's had good tight end, Zay Flowers, and then his defense. They spent all the money on defense there. Okay, so don't sit there. You can, because if you want to talk about what do they have around them, well, they all had freaking holes around them. Okay, the one that's had the least offensive weapons in the last 4 years since they got rid of Tyreek Hill, and no offense to one of our good friends, Brett Morgan, who said that they were done after they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
What wins championships?
They've won 2 Super Bowls since they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
Answer my question. What wins championships? Defenses. Out of these 5 teams right now, who has had best defenses? That's going to be Baltimore and the Chiefs.
And probably Buffalo.
And the Chiefs. Stop.
No. Because me and Ben talk about it all the time. How many top 10 defenses has Patrick Mahomes had in his career?
Early in his career, the defense were atrocious.
He's had one.
Yeah. We're talking early in the year, but we're talking about since 2023 right now. I didn't know we were going back 7 years.
Oh, that's a good point, John.
No, we're going back to 2020.
We're talking about right here since 2023. He asked about this picture right here. Yeah. Is that correct? Okay, so what you're saying is Baker Mayfield's first year in Tampa Bay was when? Last year?
No. Last year. How long you been following the NFL?
Hold on.
Last year was Baker's first year in the NFL? Or
in
Tampa Bay? No, it wasn't last year.
Was it now?
No.
He was just in Carolina 2 years ago.
Ben pulled up 2023 playoffs, or 2024 playoffs or whatever. 2020, because last year's a 2025 playoffs. 2024 playoff, because John's a big Baker guy. I'm pretty sure the Buccaneers beat the Lions in the playoffs. Go pull that up. And that would have been 2 years ago.
You just pull up Pro Football Reference here. This is his 3rd year.
3rd year, yeah. So not last year, John.
Okay, so
he's been there longer.
Okay, and since 2023, statistically, is the best quarterback right here.
This is Baker Mayfield's stats since on Tampa Bay. This is Tampa Bay.
That's right, exactly. So
been on Tampa Bay, John.
So now, when you look at this, how can you sit here and even because I love Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow is currently he's got the Peyton Manning effect. He's got the worst defense in the league, but has some of the best weapons.
Miami has something to say about that defense. And John, if he has the worst defense in the
league, you're talking about Miami. I'm talking about this right here.
17-16.
We're talking about these right here.
They won against the 17. So let me tell you what I think about Joe Burrow. Elite arm talent and everything like that. But when your backup quarterback comes in and puts up just as good as numbers, that tells you right there you have freaking unbelievable weapons. like your brother likes to praise the Brock Purdy. Oh gosh dang!
If
Mac
you would
Jones
shut up for 2 goddamn
Mac
minutes, you would
Jones
know what I
looked
was
just-
fixing to say.
Mac Jones looked just as great with those same weapons.
We're not talking about the 49ers. We're not talking about Miami.
There's
We're talking
three
about
elite
these
quar-
5
there's-
right here.
There's 3 elite quarterbacks.
100%. And
There's
if you
3
would
elite
shut up
quarterbacks
and
on
let
this
me
list.
talk, you would understand. I said you've got Joe Burrow right now. He's got the worst defense right here, probably in the league right now. But you've got the worst defense out of these 5. He has the Peyton Manning effect because he has a plethora of offensive weapons who, I mean, is going to make him look 10 times better. But
Ben's
unfortunately for him, he can't
You
stay
can't say the Peyton
healthy.
Manning effect because Ben's a massive Peyton Manning fan. Love Peyton.
I'm talking about a 32nd ranked defense and
Well,
some of the best offensive weapons.
Ben,
Again,
hold on.
No, I've held on long enough. I've held on long enough.
Ben's going to prove you wrong. Ben, did Peyton
am I
Manning miss
talking
the
about Peyton
playoffs?
Manning, or am I trying to
Peyton Manning
compare
miss the
these 5
playoffs?
right here?
Ben, did Peyton Manning miss the playoffs?
No. The first year.
First
100%.
year. Never missed the playoffs again. Besides, the next time the Colts missed the playoffs is when he hurt his neck. So you can't say Joe Burrow is getting the Peyton Manning effect when Peyton Manning made the playoffs, AFC Championship, and only lost.
How in the hell do you even know what I'm fixing to say if you won't let me finish a sentence?
You're
Shut
talking
up for
about
2
the worst
seconds.
defenses.
So, all right, let's stop here for a second.
God, you're an idiot.
There's 3 elite quarterbacks
I
on
love
this
you
list,
two
and
so much.
Baker Burrow's not one.
What I want to point out here, first of all, I love that Coward has to eat his crap on Baker Mayfield because he gave him so much crap over the years and compared him to Sam Darnold. And you could pick which one you want. I would still prefer Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield is a guy that has to have a great situation. He has a great situation in Tampa Bay. And it's number one, he has good weapons. Number 2, he's in a god awful division. So he's able to have some success. Now I do think he's a good quarterback. I think he has really good intangibles. We saw that at OU. And I genuinely enjoy watching him play.
Hell of a leader.
Yeah, I love watching him play. But my question was, can you put him in these 4 people's category?
No.
Right now.
No.
What do you think?
Not
John?
even close.
Okay. Now, if you had to rank these 5 off of, let's go, I know there's a lot of variables here, but let's go from this point on, you're starting a franchise. From this point on, you get the first pick out of these 5. Rank them 1 through 5.
Josh Allen, Lamar, Patrick, Burrow, Baker.
Go, Mosby.
Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, Burrow, Baker.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: what makes you guys put Lamar at 3 and not consider top 2?
Because Lamar has not done it in the playoffs. Hasn't done. Josh Allen, he's lost in the playoffs sometimes because of him. But Josh Allen just has a demon in front of him that he can't get over, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Because Josh Allen hasn't played bad in the playoffs. He just can't get over Patrick Mahomes. And then that 1 year when Burrow and them were playing elite, Burrow beat him. But that's where I separate the quarterbacks. You can put up all the great offensive stats in the regular season all you want. How do you play in the playoffs? How do you perform in the playoffs?
I also really like that you can't even really say that Josh Allen has had incredible weapons, but yet he can't get past Mahomes, but he has done very well in his career. He's had good weapons. Cook's a great weapon, but I'm talking like right now, look at his receiving core right now.
Well, that's also a reason why his passing touchdowns has took a dip too.
Man, it's rough. It's rough owning anybody.
He barely got over 30 touchdown passes last year. Lamar had 41. Lamar had better weapon. I mean, stuff like that. Lamar's leading the league in passing touchdowns right now, I believe, too. Again, because he's on a mission to try to prove he's a passing quarterback. But when it comes down to separation of quarterbacks, what are you doing in the playoffs? What are you doing to sell your team to that next level?
Now, let me ask. I'm gonna ask you this next question. And we're gonna end it. We're gonna move on from here because we spent some time on this. But if you were a head coach or a defensive coordinator, these 5 guys, don't even talk about just talk about regular season, just regular season game, week 16, blah blah blah. These 5 guys, who would be the biggest nightmare to come up with a defensive game plan against?
That's going to be Mahomes or Allen.
I'm gonna say Allen. Yeah,
but Lamar, he's been shown the game plan to beat him is you make him beat you on the outside with his arm.
Yeah. See, I almost go Lamar, simply because of how good he is as a runner. But that's just my opinion. I do think out of these 5, I think that honestly, if we're doing that on the game plan thing, I think I would rather game plan against Joe Burrow than I would Baker Mayfield, because Baker Mayfield has a little bit of elusiveness.
Four of these guys can scramble. One of these guys does not. Yes.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow he's just incredible arm talent, obviously, and underrated. Patrick Mahomes is a beast at scrambling. He is unbelievable. He's not the fastest, but man, when he takes off, it's like he's getting 15, 20 every time. So
got 123 yards this year.
It's unbelievable. He is what he is. He's unbelievable, and that's just a good little topic there. What is Baker Mayfield though? Baker Mayfield is an incredible fantasy football quarterback. That's what he is. There you go. There you go. So we're going to move on to our next topic, and these boys do not even know what's coming at them yet. And I can't wait to get their opinions on this. But I want to know, who are your top 3? Listen to the question. Not favorite. Who are your top 3 most versatile actors? They can play any kind of role that they're given. Go.
John, you want to go first?
Oh,
you want me to go first?
All
right, well, first one, it might be the greatest actor of all time, Daniel Day-Lewis. Then second one, who might be the greatest actor of all time, it's 1A or 1B with those two, Denzel Washington. And then I think the third one is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay. Solid top 3. What do you think, John?
Denzel was my number 1. Probably Will Smith.
All right.
Yeah, I like Will Smith. He can do a little bit of everything. A little comedy, a little bit of serious. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hey, keep her name out your mouth. And then I like me some Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. So you like his serious roles?
I mean, hey, nobody would think he could do it.
Serious roles? I mean,
he's got some.
I like Truman Show. Truman Show is pretty good. It's different. Yep. It's not like different. I mean, it's different. Did you guys watch?
He's had a revive with his career, and I think it's to do with he's not try to do some, but some of those stupid funny ones are good. But with the Sonic movies, he's had a revive with that, where he's halfway serious but comedy too. I mean, let's just. But like, if Daniel Lewis and Denzel, those two.
The one that I didn't name, and I could probably even move him above Jim Carrey, would be Robin Williams.
So I loved Robin Williams. He did do some different movies.
Mm-hmm. He just did a little bit of everything.
I love him as a comedian, man. He was just so phenomenal.
So funny.
Oh,
so funny.
His stand-up set was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can hop on with the Jim Carrey, but he is one of my favorite actors as far as things he's done. I'm gonna give you a name here. And I've got a list here I'm going to pull up here in a minute. But what Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey is
Mhm.
very good. He
Now,
went from those rom-coms to being serious, and maybe one of the best acting jobs ever, which is not a movie. In the show we did, True Detectives.
Oh,
Russ Cole. Oh, Russ Cole.
bro.
That is
Season 1.
the season 1 of True Detectives is my favorite TV show of all time.
Unbelievable.
And him and Woody Harrelson were top notch.
So I happened to do the listen to his audiobook Green Lights this past summer, and it's so good, especially when he reads it. And he talks about how he talks about his whole career. It's diary entries basically, and he talks about how he got stuck in the rom-com category, and that's all people wanted him for, and he was making good money. It was rom-com. It was just over and over and over and over and over and over. And he finally got to a point. He talked to with his wife. It wasn't his wife at the time. They were just together. But and he said, "I want to do more serious roles." And so what he did is he made it a plan that he would block or deny every single rom com that was sent his way. And he did it. And he was out. If I'm not mistaken, he was without work for like a year and a half, 2 years. Because he was that's all they wanted him for. And he's like, no, I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, because I know there's something bigger and better. Apparently there was one rom-com, and he never names it, but they started off offering him like something like $5 million, and then they came back with a $10 million offer, and then a 15, and they kept upping it, and he kept denying it. He kept saying, no, I'm sticking to this plan. Well, eventually, after that time frame went by, that's when he got his roles that he won an Academy Award in. Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah. He got that
first
role.
serious movie I remember him in was Lincoln Lawyer, which is really
Lincoln Lawyers, incredible. Yeah, he talks about that one too.
good. You know,
And,
a funny movie that he's in. That's not a rom-com and stuff, but I enjoy him in it with Tom Cruise is Tropic Thunder.
oh yeah, solid. That scene. I could rewatch that scene. Probably
But
top 5 scenes I could rewatch. Funny.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
When Cruz goes nuts.
Yes.
When he is just going,
oh my
listen
God.
to me. You listen to me.
I would come ballistic off you.
Absolutely fantastic.
Another one that we didn't name, Christian Bale. It's good. Christian Waltz with Quentin Tarantino. He's really good.
Mm-hmm. Brad
Pitt's really good. I mean, which I haven't seen the movie yet, but I heard F1 he's excellent in.
R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Yep, just passed away.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Some of the older ones you got Jack Nicklaus, Al Pacino. Gosh dang it, Robert Downey Jr., which he ain't older. He's really good. He's got a good story of almost being blacklisted from Hollywood because of drugs and crime, and he's one of the probably biggest stars. And then Joe Pesci, and then oh my God, he's one of my favorite. Robert De Niro too. Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro and all their movies they did together.
Yeah. So I pulled this up off of Yard Barker. Not the most legitimate site, but it is a site, and they came up with the top 20 most versatile movie actors. This was updated in August 15th. They're number 1 or 1 of 20. I don't know if this is their number 1, but Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Big Lebowski, True Grit. Here's an old one. I don't know if you know this on Schindler's List.
Ben Kingsley, is that it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's I think he's in Shutter Island too. Like he's one.
It's such a good movie.
Him now when he acts, he's got that bald head, and so you know who he is if you've seen him now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Harrison Ford.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's another name that we didn't even mention. Yeah, big time.
The Fugitive. I love The Fugitive.
Oh, Fugitive. It's great.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, that's Magneto, ain't it?
It is. Look at him. Look how young he is there. Yep. Matthew McConaughey. There he is, right there. True Detective. Look.
Yep.
Bam. They name it.
Boom.
And the Lincoln Lawyer. Yep. Henry Fonda,
Jane Fonda's husband. Oh, bro.
James Stewart. We're
Old
going with the old. Yeah, we're going with the old ones.
Ah.
Fred McMurray. Old actors.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
Bacon.
What do you think about this one?
Oh man,
Footloose, baby.
That wasn't even on my radar. But you know, a
Mm-mm.
movie that he's in that's one of my favorite movies. There's another actor in there that's really good with Sean Penn, Mystic River.
Yep.
And this is from Trimmers right there. That show, which is
Yeah.
cult
That's-
classic.
It's so goofy, but I love it.
It is.
It's so goofy, but man, I'm like
Oh, Trimmers.
so scared to death when I was a kid watching it. How about this one?
Okay.
This dude right here.
Yep. He's good.
Listen,
He might be the next Bond.
he's incredible. Morgan Freeman,
Wow.
boys. Morgan Freeman. That right there, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yep.
Well, him narrating
Shawshank.
anything.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh,
Absolutely
he's got
incredible.
the best voice for that ever.
Incredible. Yeah. There's our man right there.
Denzel,
Mr.
baby.
Denzel Washington, the best actor ever. Kudos to old Froggy Fresh for breaking out the song for him.
So,
I actually
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks.
saw back on Denzel. I saw an interview the other day. His name's actually Denzel.
I did too. I saw this.
Yeah. And so anytime mom would yell Denzel, they'd both come running. So she's like, "Nope, you're Denzel and you're Denzel."
What's
Yep.
your favorite? What's your favorite Denzel Washington movie?
Oh my Lord. And just one that pops to mind is John Q.
Mine might have to be Training Day.
I was going to say Training Day's a good one
Day,
too.
Unbelievable, but I love the Equalizers.
I love
that's a good one.
All of them. Every single one of them. He's so good, man. And then let's not.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah. Oh,
we got to go there, right? Tom Hanks. You know, he's very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he's done funny and stuff. I mean,
Cary Grant. Gary Oldman.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's in movies you don't even know it's him. That's how he can transform and change.
There's your man right there.
The movie that picture's from, There Will Be Blood. If you've never seen it, it is one of the best movies you will ever watch ever.
I don't think I've seen it.
You've never seen There Will Be Blood, John?
Mm-mm.
Oh my Lord, John! You need to go. You need to watch that. It is unbelievable performance. Unbelievable. Paul Dano's in it too. He does a great job.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Hugh Jackman. Now this one is interesting because of The Greatest Showman. When he broke that out, I was like, "Oh my God, he can sing!" And then I realized, because he has a career in that. I mean, he's unbelievable. And then Ryan Gosling. And I'm not so sure I really, I'm hopping on board on that one for a top 20, but he's done some things. I mean, he's been all over the place. So cool. I thought that was a pretty cool little segment there. Who just throw it out real quick. Who are your top 3 favorite actors? Just go.
Oh man.
Denzel Washington. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is retired, so he ain't got nothing. But right now, my top ones, if they release a movie I want to go see, it's Denzel Washington. I mean, Miles Teller's been putting out some good movies lately, and then, heck, I don't know. I mean, Tom Cruise. I still like Tom Cruise. I like his action movies.
Yeah.
Stoney.
I'm a big Denzel, Adam Sandler. That's got to be one of my all-time favorites. But man, the third one, I love McConaughey.
Real quick rating 1 through 10 on Happy Gilmore 2.
7.5.
Yeah, you can't compare it to the first one because it'll be a failure. But I'd say a 7 to 8.
I thought it was okay. I saw a lot of people kind of trashing it. I'm like, you know what they were going for, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Anyway, all right. We're going to quickly go through the college football last week. Kind of the scores. Indiana took care of business, 33-0. OU looked great again, 42-3. Ohio State 37-9. Penn State with the victory. LSU and Florida 20-10. Were you surprised on that, or?
No, I figured
No.
Florida would keep it close. I mean, I picked LSU, my picks to win, but I didn't think it'd be a blowout. I think Florida is better than their 1-2 record, but I think they're a team that any given day they can beat you, but any given day
Yeah, you
they
can't
might.
throw 52 times in a game against LSU neither.
Yeah,
Oregon took care of business 34-14. Miami over South Florida 49-12. Miami looked really good, boys.
Yes,
they're
they
good.
did.
They're good.
How about the Georgia-Tennessee game? Can you believe it?
Unbelievable game. Unbelievable.
That game was phenomenal.
That
Man.
Notre
Start to
Dame
finish.
A&M game was good, and they both came down to missed kicks.
Man. And you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I was told Notre Dame would not
Yes.
lose another game after
There
week
was an
1.
expert that said Notre Dame would only lose one game, which I was right. I was
Mm.
right about Miami, but I got to eat crow on Notre Dame. Yes. Stupid kickers. Stupid kickers.
Here's a big storyline that I am very surprised happened. Vanderbilt 31-7 over South Carolina. Now I know the quarterback went down.
Yeah,
When-
but Vanderbilt controlled that game. But Vanderbilt, that coach, he's going to be hot commodity or getting hired. And their quarterback, he's been around NCAA football for like 6 years, so he's experienced. I mean, they beat Alabama last year, so that's kind of not. I'm sorry, it's kind of like, is Vanderbilt going to go win the SEC? No, but can Vanderbilt knock you off if you're in the top 10? Yes. So not. I mean, to me, it doesn't really catch me off guard. I mean, if this is 4 years ago, Vanderbilt, I'm like, oh my Lord.
So you covered your butt a little bit on this next one. Clemson goes down 24-21. Now, here's why you covered your butt. You said, watch out for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech could beat Clemson. But the week before, or the very first beginning of college football, Clemson is the best team in the nation, and they're going to win the national championship.
They had a big injury. They had a big injury. They had a big injury at receiver, and their offense has been kind of in flux since then. But Georgia Tech is they. I mean, they got that coach. He's going to be hot commodity, and then Haynes. I mean, Haynes. He's good.
Did you see what Dabo said today? Or was it yesterday? Oh, if Clemson's done winning, just fire me then.
That I love Dabo. I mean, but he's right. He said a couple years ago, "It's like, oh, if fans want to cry about 10-win seasons, I don't know what to tell them." I mean,
We'll quickly skim through here. Alabama got back on track. Utah with the victory. Texas Tech with the victory. Michigan blowout. Auburn.
There's one game on there we don't miss. The bye week won 40-0 over.
OSU got dominated by the bye week. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Auburn barely beating South Alabama. You think they're looking ahead?
I mean, I don't know how talented Auburn is.
Which brings us to this: OU versus Auburn. Quick take.
Which you might look at a video later on our TikTok or YouTube short, but I think the key to that game is OU's got to play into Jackson Arnold's emotion coming back, get off to a hot start, 2 scores right away, touchdown, field goal, and play to Jackson Arnold with the nerves and stuff where he might overthrow a receiver, might try to overdo it, and just get up big and put the pressure on him and keep the pressure on him. I think this OU team is very talented. I think this is the type of team we've been expecting from Venables in all the years he's been here, and he's got an offensive coordinator finally to run the show, and so he can focus on the defense, and I think it's showing off.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Is Kanik a top 3 tight end in the nation?
Kanik is the best tight end in the nation.
How crazy is that?
I have said in my 2 YouTube
freaking should have done it 3 years ago.
I said, look for Kanik. Look for Kanik. Look for Kanik. And that fool, he's unbelievable.
Is he going to the NFL?
I think he's going to find a way in the NFL.
That's
by showing
crazy.
His versatility. He's so athletic. He's an athlete, man. He's just unbelievable.
That's just wild.
You got that Tech Utah game, so you got the New Mexico transfer for Utah, the Dampier kid. I mean, that's a decent game to look at.
Yeah, who's your quick pick on that one?
I kind of like Tech. I think Tech might be the team to beat in the Big 12.
Stoney.
Yeah. Texas Tech, man, they're good.
Screw it, I'll go Utah.
I was gonna say, spend all that money.
Michigan, Nebraska.
This is a big game for Nebraska and Matt Rule. If they can win this one, I think it sets them up to have a 9 to 10 win season.
Okay. Stoney.
Yeah, man, it's a coin flip. They're playing some good ball right now.
Does South Carolina bounce back versus Missouri?
Depends on if Lenoris is playing or not.
Yeah, I was going to say depends on if quarterback's back.
Battle of the Eyes. Who we got?
Illinois.
I think Illinois is really good. I think Indiana is going to have a successful year this year. I think it's going to be more about 8 wins instead of 10 to 11 wins. But I think Illinois with what was that old Brent Bielema, Wisconsin's coach, was ground to pound it, baby. I think Illinois is the real deal.
I'm going to Indiana just because you guys went Illinois. And then nothing else. USC, Michigan State. Quick pick on that.
Trojans.
Yeah. Trojans pretty easily. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, that's going to be fun. I'm anxious to see how OU goes against Auburn because I do think and I've been optimistic before. I'm very optimistic this year because they just look different. They look different.
What excites me is they did not have a letdown against Temple,
and they very well could have.
Herb
Freak thought there was going to be
because you just beat Michigan in an intense physical game. You got your first SEC opponent coming in the next week with your old quarterback. That could have very well been a 24-10 game. No, they could have went out and took care of business.
Yeah. Which brings us to the NFL, and guys. We did very well this week picking the games. We all, me and John had 13 points. Mosby only had 12. But look at this. We started off hot. Me and Stoney for the first 8 games, we got them right. Green Bay over Washington, we had Green Bay. Green Bay looks incredible. Cincinnati over Jacksonville. Even though they lost their quarterback, what's that trajectory there?
No playoffs. Sorry. Might finish last place in that division now.
What do you think, John?
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, they're on the outside looking in right now.
Dallas over the Giants. Dallas got lucky. A little bit closer than you thought, right, John?
No, because I said it. It's all going to depend on how big that Deron Bland injury is going to be, and it definitely hurt not having him back there. Because it opened up some holes.
It was closer than what John thought because John picked Cowboys to win by the 5.5 point spread.
Yeah.
But again, it was all going to depend on that injury.
So did I. But Russell Wilson cooked them.
Russell Wilson looked like Baker Mayfield out there, like the best quarterback in the game.
Now what's going to happen is Russ is going to come out for 127 yards this week.
Aubrey.
What a field goal.
Bro.
Guys, is it not crazy to you that we have kickers just 60 yards is nothing anymore when 15 years ago you talk about a 60 yarder, you're like, whoa.
Bro, he had 64 yards sitting ahead of him, and you look like you just asked him to go eat cheese and crackers. He didn't have a worry in the world.
The game has changed so much because it might have been the highest or second highest scoring week in the NFL history. So the way defenses are now, you give up 24 points, that's a defensive standout. No, I mean,
yeah. Detroit bounced back in a big way. They look really good against Chicago. All three of us picked Detroit. The Rams over Tennessee. We got that one right as well, all three of us. Now, here's our first one that was finally missed. Mose picked Miami over New England, and me and John picked New England. What was your thinking on picking Miami, Mose?
Well, they look better like I expected them to be. I knew they're better than what they looked like against the Colts. I mean, I still think Miami's a 8-10 win team. That offense is too good. I mean, now the coaches got to survive. I don't know. I mean, but I think New England's going to be better than what people expect to be, and that came down to a kickoff return touchdown.
Yeah. San Francisco over New Orleans. You said there might be, and they didn't, completely dominate, but they took care of business. Mac Jones kind of making it look like Brock Purdy might be a system quarterback. I don't know.
System quarterback.
Mac Jones
Been
look
saying
pretty
it for a
good.
few years. Been saying it for a few years.
Buffalo over the Jets. Of course, we had that. They dominated. And look at this big goose egg. Pittsburgh versus Seattle. We all picked Pittsburgh, and that was not the case. Thoughts, Stoney?
Yeah, rough. The Steelers look lost out there offensively.
Tell me why they're not giving the ball to Caleb Johnson.
I haven't quite yet figured it out.
Wasn't that Jones' first round pick in our fantasy too? He's got 2 carries on the year, and he just got taken off a.
Well,
yeah.
algorithm didn't like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't like what he had to say neither. So yeah, no, I don't know if he's just kind of trying to ease him into the offense right now, or what Tomlin's doing. But they have got to start giving that kid the football. I mean, as a kick returner, you don't draft a running back that high to only use him as a kick returner. I'm sorry, that just doesn't work.
Baltimore over Cleveland. Of course, we all had Baltimore. That was an easy pick. Me and you got this one wrong. We picked the Broncos over Indianapolis, and let's be honest,
that stupid penalty.
Mose only picked Indianapolis because he has
it was
something
Denver.
against the Broncos.
Absolutely, it's not the freaking Chiefs, so nobody in that division can win. But it looks like the only one that can't win are the Chiefs. 0-2.
Yeah. There's no good reason to pick the Indianapolis there, but he did, and he beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona for Carolina, although Carolina made it a game there at the end.
They did. Hey, maybe, just maybe, that offense is starting to click.
Yeah, and our defense is thin. It's just going to have to, we're going to have to really catch people, just make some stops, and that offense really got to click. So Tet looks like the real deal. Tet looks really good.
He does. That kid is making some catches and definitely helping Bryce Young out quite a bit.
Yeah, Tet's unbelievable. Philadelphia, of course, me and you both picked the Eagles over the Chiefs. I wish he was on here right now so we could rag on him.
Me too.
He was confident in the Chiefs. He'll probably pick the Chiefs every single game this week.
This year. He's going to.
But I knew better. I thought the Eagles are a better team, and they kind of proved that. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, they are what I said they were.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough. Yeah, no, the Chiefs don't have their top wide receivers, and their tight end is showing how washed up he really is. Like I said, he was. That defense is a little on the wishy-washy side right now. So, I mean, they've got some work to do. I mean, they could be looking from the inside looking in and thinking, man, 4 or 5 weeks from now, hey, we're not making the playoffs. So let's just go ahead and tank.
Yeah, those Chiefs did not look good at all. He's the only one who picked the Chiefs, and that's why he ended up getting beat.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
Showed up.
So the Chiefs, we got to get a running game going. Mahomes cannot be your leading rusher. I love Mahomes' scrambling ability, but when he's leading all the quarterbacks in the NFL with how many scramble quarterbacks we have in rushing, and he's top 15 in rushing in the league, that's bad. I'm sorry. We got to get a running game going. Yeah. I mean, defense looked 100 times better. Defense looked elite again because we held the Jalen Hurts 94 passing yards and 14 rushing yards. They didn't have a pass completed past 5 yards, I don't think. But you know what? You miss a field goal, you leave 3 points on the board, and then Travis Kelce gets hit right in the hands and turns into an interception that turns into a touchdown. That's how you lose games, and that's plays that we were making the last 7-8 years that we didn't make this last Sunday that cost us a game. I will say on that interception, Josh Simmons looked like a complete athlete chasing that guy down and go and making the tackle. But for people, if anybody wants to look at these two performances, that's on Mahomes. You don't know what you're watching in football, because if it ain't for Mahomes, we are getting blown out both of those games.
If they had Mac Jones, they probably win, right, John?
100%.
Next game, Minnesota versus Atlanta. Mosby's the only one who picked the Falcons. Me and you picked Minneapolis.
Yeah, I'll never pick Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minnesota
Vikings.
I won't pick Minnesota again.
You picked Atlanta.
Oh, I did pick Atlanta. Oh,
You the only one who got it right.
okay, I'm
So,
looking at the next game where I picked
Yeah.
Houston.
yeah, and then the next game, look, me and John picked the same exact week, like he copied off of me.
I
Oh,
probably
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Probably did.
Tampa Bay over Houston. What was your thinking in picking Houston there?
I figured Houston was at home; they would have a bounce back. Which they did. They
It was close.
They lost
Had
the
to be a
game by
comeback.
one. If they would have just kicked the extra point, you know, then I mean, but
Yep.
you know, it was a close game. It came down to the wire.
And then obviously the team that looks like the best team in that division, the Los Angeles Chargers, took care of the Raiders. It wasn't even really that close. Chargers look
No.
really, really good. John, what are your thoughts on the Chargers?
Again, they're going to be one of the better teams in the AFC and definitely in that division.
Let me ask you something, John. Is it possible? Is it really out of the realm of possibility that the Chiefs end up third in that division this year?
No, not at all. And depending on what the Raiders do, they could end up fourth in that division.
Yeah, and I can also go win $1 billion tomorrow, but we know that's probably not going to happen. But you know,
Probably not going to happen. I'm looking at it right now, and they look like the worst team in that division, hands down.
John, they lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Eagles by a combined of 9 points. Okay.
If you lose by 1 or 20, you still lose, right? Nothing has looked good with what they've done.
I
Sorry.
know. If you're going to get on the Chiefs, you got to get them on now, because when you get Rice and Worthy back, and that's what's exciting to me. Like right now, yeah, as a Chiefs fan, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. Okay, we're 0-2. You know, I've been living a damn dream the last 7 years. We ain't ever made it to an AFC championship game until this kid came along, won one Super Bowl in our history. We've been to freaking 5 Super Bowls in the last 7 years, 7 AFC championships in the year. So, do I want to keep winning? Yes. But if we miss the playoffs, it's not going to be the end of my life where I'm like, we need to fire everybody. Blah, blah. I've been living a freaking dream, and I know it has to end eventually. But it's not going to end until he retires. It's not going to end until he retires. Okay, because I remember a couple years ago, everybody was, "Oh, Chiefs are done. They just got beat by Oakland on freaking Christmas Day. What is wrong with the Chiefs? What they go on? No, they got to go on the road now. They don't got home field advantage. Or how are they going to win a game? All they did was win the Super Bowl again."
Hey,
yeah, but that was at the end of the season. We're talking starting out 0-2 at the first of the year and looking like absolute dog crap.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this record so far this season. And the show's up 24. I'm 24-8 on the season. You guys are 22-10.
Yowzers.
Oh, good try, guys. You might catch me. We'll see.
I doubt it.
As long as I keep picking against the Panthers, you will.
We're going against the GOAT. So
hey, your Panthers made a comeback.
They did make a comeback. They did. All right. So looking forward to next week here. Let's take a look at this. And what kind of matchups we got here? What are your thoughts on these matchups here? Thursday night matchup: the Dolphins versus the Bills.
Yay!
At Buffalo.
At Buffalo, yeah, 12.5 point favorite.
Buffalo.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, and we don't have to announce our picks because we'll do that. But
yeah,
Panthers, Falcons. We usually play the Falcons pretty good. You know, I'll probably pick against them, but it'll be fun to see us at home. Packers and Browns. I think we all in agreement there. Colts and Titans could. Colts are weird right now. Colts,
I know. Colts
look really good.
They have a chance to be 3-0. I mean,
that offense is looking good.
They look really good.
Danny Dimes, baby. Danny Dimes.
Jonathan Taylor.
But could the Titans trip them up? It's possible. Bengals and Vikings. That would have been a fun game. But
Battle of the backups.
Yeah, that's the thing. Picking that game, I've already picked my week, and that game was tough to pick because of that.
Yeah.
Because they're both backups. So, Steelers
and Aaron Jones is already injured and on the IR.
Hey, who's their backup? Who's going to be starting?
Jordan.
Oh,
Mason.
that's right. I got him. I couldn't trade. People wouldn't take him because they didn't want to listen to me, Brett Carter. Steelers versus the Patriots. This one was hard for me to pick. What do you guys think on that?
It's going to be a tough matchup. Defensive battle.
You got two rookie running backs that may be seeing limited time on the field between these coaches. So, two talented rookie running backs, but they got two nonsense coaches that better start doing things right or you're not going to see the field.
Rams and Eagles. That'll be a fun one to watch. I'll be tuning into that.
That was a fun playoff game last year to watch.
Buccaneers versus the Jets. Raiders versus the Commanders. Will Jaden Daniels play?
Well, Justin
It
Fields
doesn't sound
played.
like it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's Jaden Daniels doesn't play here. Might be picking the Raiders there, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know who
we'll
the
see.
backup. I don't even know who the backup is.
Mariota, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
I think so.
Jaguars and Texans. That'll be a good game.
Mhm.
Chargers and Broncos. I'll be really tuning into this one. The two best teams in the West. Kind of see what happens there. See who kind of takes control of that division. Seahawks versus the Saints.
That's
Bears
gonna be a
versus the
dog walk.
Cowboys. Bears are going to win by at least 23.
First win for the Bears. Good, congratulations, Ben Johnson.
Caleb
Yeah,
Williams is going to freaking throw for 568 yards. So
Yeah.
Niners and Cardinals. This was tough for me because I know we joke about the system quarterback thing, but you pointed out last week, Mose, they have a lot of injuries. Cardinals could win this.
I think the Cardinals might. This looks like to me. Remember a couple years ago when the Cardinals got off to such a heart start, and that led them to the playoffs. If the Cardinals win this game, I think they might be getting a wild card spot.
Yeah. Chiefs and Giants. Giants by 13.
Must
And
win for the Chiefs.
Double-digit victory for New York.
yeah, and then the Lions and look at this one, Lions and Ravens. That's going to be
That'll
fun.
that'll be a
Monday
good game
night.
come Monday.
Two horrible
Yes.
defenses. Two horrible defenses.
So with that, give me your one biggest concerning and confident statements of the past week. Start with Stoney. Go.
Biggest concern is obviously for Mr. Mosby here is how long is it going to be till the Chiefs right the ship? I mean, yeah, they do have injuries. Their running back, their best running back's been their quarterback. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to figure it out real quick and in a hurry. And then, I mean, I'm pretty confident in saying that I believe the Bengals just went from being a playoff team to, they're going to have a top 5 pick in the NFL draft.
Whoa, top 5. Mose knows. Go ahead.
My biggest concern, John stole it, but I can't, so I'm not going to use it. My biggest concern is injuries in the NFL. Injuries are going to change a lot of things when it comes to fantasy. Injuries are changing a lot of things when it dictates certain teams' destinations, dictations on their season. I don't remember being through 2 weeks having this many maybe key injuries at quarterback. You're talking about you got Purdy's already been out. J.J. McCarthy's out. You got Jalen Daniels may not play. You got freaking Burrow's probably done for the year, stuff like that. I mean, running backs. I mean, some of these running backs and receive. I mean, just injuries on the NFL. I think it's going to play a key part on who makes the playoffs and how some of these seasons go. I mean, Chargers, 2-0. They might have just lost Khalil Mack for the year. Did you guys see how
that was gross?
His elbow
That was nasty
backwards.
looking.
That was gross.
So that's a key thing right there. Chargers already, if he's out for a while, that's 2 big injuries they've already had. And my most confident thing is I think this is going to be the funnest NFL season we've had in a while. The ratings so far have been off charts. There's been a lot of scoring. We got a lot of young stars in the game. It's just, it's going to be probably the most exciting season we've had in a while.
And I was told the NFL was canceled too.
Yeah, well,
interesting. The most concerning thing from this past week that I saw is how badly the Dallas Cowboys got roasted in the air by a quarterback that borderline is a starter anymore. They should be concerned about that pass defense. If they don't get that shored up, Dallas Cowboys are like this. They could either be 10-7, they could be 6-11, and it's really all going to be determined on, are they going to shore up that defense? Because I know we teased Dak. Dak's going to throw volume. Javonte Williams has looked pretty good. They've got some weapons to catch the ball, but if they can't shore up that pass defense, it's going to be
Well,
bad.
Tom Landis gonna have to get healthy quick.
a way that helps those pass defenses. You have an elite pass rusher, but they don't have that anymore.
And my most confident statement of this past week is I am confident that OU is not only going to beat Auburn, they're going to beat them by at least 13 points because I think OU's the real deal, guys.
We beat Auburn, we'll be 5-0 going into that Texas game.
I think they're the real deal. I really do.
Pretty good.
And it starts with the defense. The defense is so nasty, and our offense is just going to get better with time. So I think they're the real deal. I think we beat Auburn by at least 13 points.
They might be the best team in the SEC right now.
Right now, potentially. So that's why I was hoping we could hurry up and play Texas earlier than later before they figure it out. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, repost, share, do all those things because this is really fun for us. And I hope you're enjoying this content and the clips that we're making. But again, spend time with family. Make the first thing, your family, the most important thing. Make that the most important thing. Don't ever forget that. And we're going to see y'all next week. Give us some comments, negative comments, positive comments. We don't really care. We love them all. Anything else?
John's 0-2 in fantasy football, while me and Ben are 2-0. Thank you.
I'm just playing as well as the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. See you later.